So for this project, you're going to need some weight for yarn in 3 different colors. I'm using acrylic. You'll need a 4.5mm crochet hook, some scissors, a tapestry needle, a pair of pliers, which is optional, a keychain ring, and then a small little D-ring as well. Now I use this pattern to make both sunflowers and daisy keychains. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to do the daisy one, but you can use whatever colors you'd like. So first I'm going to make the flower stem, and I'm using this green color. So we're going to create a magic circle, and then we're going to place 8 single crochets into that magic circle. Once you have your 8 single crochets, you can pull your magic circle tight, and then we're going to place 1 single crochet in each of those stitches all the way around. So just 8 more single crochets. So once you got your 8 single crochets, you can pull the magic circle tight again. And then I like to weave in this end because it's going to get really hard to weave in once we've already created the whole sunflower stem. So I'm just weaving this in, going back and forth a few times, and then just snipping off my end. Now you can place your crochet hook back in your loop, and we are basically just going to be single crocheting all the way up our sunflower stem. So we already have 8 single crochets. You are going to single crochet 152 more times for a total of 160 single crochets. And you can obviously adjust this number of single crochets to fit however long you would like your sunflower to be. So we've got our 160 single crochets, and now what I'm going to do is just slip stitch right into this next stitch right here. And then from there, I'm going to chain up 19. This is going to be that little loop that is going to go through the center of the flower. So you've got your chain of 19, and then what we're going to do is looking directly across from where the chain is coming out of, we're going to slip stitch into the other side of that stem. And from there, you can cut your yarn off and weave in your ends. So this is what your stem should be resembling right now. And now we can start the center of the flower. So I'm taking my yellow color. If you're doing a sunflower, you can grab your brown. And we're going to chain 7. And then we're going to slip stitch into the very first stitch that we created to make this, I guess, kind of circle. And from there, you're going to place 2 single crochets in each stitch around for a total of 14 single crochets. Once you have your 14 single crochets, you're going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch around for 2 rounds. So if you like to count like I do, just count out 28 single crochets. At the end of this, we're going to change to our petal colors. So don't actually do the full last 28th stitch. We're going to switch over to white right now. Now you can change colors however you like, but this is just how I like to do it. So once we have our white attached, we are going to chain up 8. And then this is the point where I like to snip off the yellow yarn and just create a knot and secure it. And I actually like to crochet these ends in as I'm doing the petals. I just find it easier than weaving them in at the end. So you've got your 8 chains, and you're going to slip stitch into that same stitch. Again, crocheting those ends in as we go. And then you're going to slip stitch into the next stitch and repeat this process. So chain up 8. Slip stitch into the same stitch, slip stitch into the next stitch, and repeat. And you are just going to repeat this process all the way around until we get to the very first stitch. And once you've made it all the way around, you can just slip stitch into the very first stitch right there. Cut your yarn off and weave in your ends. And you have your nice little flower top. So now you can take your stem and put it right through the center of our flower. And then you can take your D-ring and place it right on that green loop that we created. And then just put your key ring on there, close that bad boy up, and you, my friend, are all done. And this is what she's looking like. So that is it. I hope this pattern was easy to follow. Again, I do have a full written pattern for purchase on my website, Etsy, Ravelry, and Ribbler. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.